Okay, fine. We'll start with the today's class. So today we are going to see another three types of sorting. First one is the radix sort. Okay, it is one of the type of efficient sorting when compared to other type of sorting. Radix sorting, as well as we are going to see another type of sorting called a shell sort. Shell sort we are going to see, and if possibly if time permits, we'll complete the heap sort also in today's class. Okay, so radix sort is a linear sorting algorithm for integers and uses the concept of sorting names in alphabetical order. Okay, so we can either use this radix sort for arranging the items or elements for the alphabets as well as integers. All types of sorting it is possible. Okay, in here we have to see the concept called bucket. Okay, what is bucket we have to see. So here radix sort is also known as bucket sort. When we have a list of sorted names, the radix is 26. So why here it is 26? For example, if we are going to sort the student list in our class. Okay, for example, there are 135 students in our class. In 135 students, all items are in alphabets. Okay, so alphabets is what the maximum number of alphabets 26. That's where we are saying to sort the alphabets we require 26 buckets. Okay, the radix is 26. We'll see with an example. Is used on integers. Sort is done on each of the digits in the number. Okay, so if it is like we are to sort an integer data type, okay, so it depends upon the based on the number of digits in the number. The sorting proceeds by sorting the least significant bit to the most significant digit. Okay, so it always proceeds by the number of passes. Number here we are going to do number of passes. The number of passes depends upon the number of digits in the integer. We are going to take an example, the integer data type. Okay, while sorting the numbers, we can have bytes. So we told that for alphabets we require bucket size of 26 or the radix is 26. Here we say the bucket size is 10 starting from 0 to 9. Okay, because all the numbers, any numbers will fall under what, any digit will come under 0 and between the 0 and 9. That's where we require 10 buckets. The number of passes will depend on the number of length of the number having maximum number of digits. For example, if you are going to sort 25, okay, comma the triple three. For example, I'm taking example these two elements I'm going to sort, but one integer having two digits, the other integer having three digits. So number of passes, okay, how many passes I have to perform on this given array, okay, is based upon the maximum number of digits. So the maximum number of digits is that 3. Why? Because I will find the largest number in the given array. Once I find the largest number, then I will find the come to know that how many digits are there in the uh, particular larger number. So I decide that that is the number of passes required to sort this particular array using radix sort. Okay, let us take an example. Okay, this is the given input. So how we are going to solve this radix sort? So here are the input 345 and 654, like this goes on up to 911. So we have numbers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 inputs. The n size is 9. Okay. So we told that we have, since it is an integer, we have to take 10 buckets. Okay, starting from 0. So whatever the case, whatever may be the input, if it is like 1000 inputs also, 1000 numbers in an array, the bucket size what, 0 to 9. So it is 10 buckets. Okay, we are going to take it as a table format. Okay, starting from all the buckets will be in column wise. Okay, first we will write the given input in column wise. This is the given input. I'll write the given input array in column wise 345, 654 like that. Then it looks like a matrix format, right? It looks like a matrix format. So first column is nothing but 0th bucket. Second column is first bucket. So until 9th bucket. Fine. What I will do? So the first step is that I have to find the largest number. So I have to write a function for this to find the largest number in the given array. That is one type of one routine I have to perform when I am doing before doing the sorting. Okay, while I am doing this, I come to know that all the 911 is the largest number and it has what 3 digits. I come to know that. So I decide that we have to perform 3 passes. Okay, so in the first pass, I will look the least significant bit. I will look the least significant bit of each and every element. So in the pass one, I will look the least significant bit. That's a ones column, ones bit. You know that this is ones bit. This is tens, and this is hundred, thousands goes on like that. Okay, for the first pass, I'll for the ones bit. Second column, I'll go for the tens bit. Third column, third pass, I'll look for the third. 100th bit. Okay, so in first pass, the number are sorted according to the digit at one's place. The digit at one's place. 345 I will take. Okay, 345. What is that? First, the least significant bit 5. Okay, it falls under 5. So I will place that 345 into the fifth bucket. Like that, I have to proceed for each and every element in the given array. This is for the first pass. Next, I will take 654. Okay, 654. So it falls under the last significant bit. The least significant bit is 4. So I will place the 654th element in the fourth bucket. Okay. So like this, I will keep on doing. Then I will take another 924. When I take 924, okay. So it also what? It also what should be placed in the fourth bucket. So it is placed in the fourth bucket. Okay, like this. When I take 345, I'll place directly in the first row. When 654 is in the second row, so directly I'll place accordingly to the bucket. Then 924 I take. Okay, so I'll place the particular element in the particular bucket. That's all. Like that, I'll fill all the elements in the matrix. So at last I have 911. So 911 will be placed. For example, you have an element called 890. 890. So 890 will be placed in any of the, if it is coming in the particular location, particular index, it will place accordingly in the 0th bucket. It will place in the 0th bucket. 890. For example, if there is any element there. Okay, fine. This is for pass 1. So next, what is the output of the pass 1? Okay, there should be an input to the pass 2, right? So what I do, I collect the number of I collect the elements from the bucket. So I'll collect by bucket. Okay, the new list thus formed is used as an input for the next pass. See, first bucket, what I collect, when you take we told that bucket by bucket we are going to collect. So we take the 0th bucket, it does not having any element. Okay, so the first I'll go to the first bucket, there is one element. So now this is the first element, 911, comma. Next, second bucket, 472. Next, third bucket, 123. Like that. Next, fourth bucket, 654, comma, 924. So like that it goes on. So see, now this becomes the output of the first pass becomes the input to the second pass. So I'll write the output in the order. Okay, how it is arranged. So 911, 472. Say 911, next is 472, next 123. So like the 911, 472, 123, 652. Like this I will arrange it. Okay, fine. Now I will do the pass 2. What we told, in case of pass 2, I will look for the the second least significant bit. Second least significant bit is what? In case of 911, this is second least significant one. A 10th location, 10th place I will take. Okay, 7, 2, I will take like that. Okay, then I will place the elements accordingly into the bucket, in its bucket. So 911, again when I take 1, 911 will be placed in the first bucket. 472, so since it, because it is 7, the 10th location is 7, so I will place the 7 in the, 470 in the 7th bucket. Then 123, okay, like that it goes on. Fine. So I will place all the elements in the matrix, okay, accordingly in the bucket. Next, what will I do? We have to perform 3 passes, right? Next, I have to collect the elements from the matrix, like from like bucket by bucket, bucket by bucket. So first element is 808, because in the 0th bucket I have the is 808. This is the first element now. At the end of the second pass, then 911, 123. So like that, 808, 911, 123. Like that, it goes on 924. So this becomes the input to the pass 3. Again, what we told. So we know that we have the maximum number of passes 3. Why? Because we have 3 digits. The largest number in the given array is 3 digits. That's why we set the limit as 3 pass. Okay, fine. So again, I'll do the third pass 808. So 8, I look for the 100th location, most significant bit. In this case, this is the most significant bit. Most significant digit. Okay, so it's not say as a bit, it's a digit. Okay, 80 is placed in the 8th bucket. Like that, I'll placing all the elements in the particular into its bucket. Okay, 472, I will place what? Last element I will place in the 4th bucket. Okay, so after the third pass, the new list thus formed is the final sorted array. Okay, now I'll collect the elements from the matrix, like bucket by bucket. So 0th I don't have, 120 is the first element. Next 345. So like that, I have to collect bucket by 472, then triple five, 567. So like that, I will collect the numbers from bucket by bucket. So this is the final sorted array. So we find out that all the elements are sorted in format. Okay, all the elements are in sorted format. So we'll look the array, the algorithm for this. So algorithm is very easy. So what we told, for the given array, I have to find the largest number. The first step is to find the largest number. So this is the find the largest number, okay, in array as large. I am setting that it as the large. Whichever the element which is larger in the given array, I am naming it as, making the name as a variable as large. Okay. Next, set number of passes equal to number of digits in the large. So I have to write separate function for this. When you convert this into any of the type of language, any coding, either C or Python, C++. Okay, this is the algorithm, basic algorithm. So I'll write accordingly. I'll write separate function for this, for the finding the largest number. Okay, I'll invoke a function for this. I'll write a separate function for that. Then I have to find the number of digits in that particular larger number. Okay, in our case it is 3. Okay, so first set pass equal to 0. Initially we are setting the pass equal to 0. So 0, 1, 2. In our case, we have 3 passes. So that's why we are writing as NOP, number of passes minus 1. Why? Because we are starting from 0. If it is 1, we can write 1 lesser than equal to NOP. That you know, this simple. Okay, either of this you can use. Okay. Then, so this is for number of passes. So this while loop, keep in mind, this while loop is the number of passes for each and every pass. So when I get into the pass, when I perform the first pass, what things I should do? I place the particular element in the corresponding bucket. That is my task now. Okay, then I'll go to, for the first pass, I am setting I equal to 0. I will start from each and every element, starting from the 0th element. Okay. So I set I equal to 0 and initialize buckets. So it's based upon the buckets. We have to initialize what? 10 buckets. Okay. There is no change in that. Okay, it is 10 buckets 0 to 9. Okay, then so in this one, what we are doing, repeat steps 7 to 9 while I lesser than n minus 1, while nothing but number of elements in the array. So for every pass, keep in mind, for every pass this while loop will run for number of elements in the given array for every pass. Okay, for the first pass it will run for what, this while loop will run for all the elements. For example, 15 elements, it will, this while loop will run for 15 times, 15 iterations which will happen. Okay, 15 iterations which will happen. So what is this set digit? So I'm getting here, I'm setting the first digit, set digit at the first place in a of I. So it's nothing but a of I is nothing but a of 0. So this logic is that what, the first ones place. Okay, then once I set it, then add ai to the bucket number digit. Okay, I will add according to the bucket. If it is like 237, then I will place the 237 in the bucket number digit. Okay, I will place in the 7th bucket. Okay, then increment bucket count for bucket number. Why? Because why we are doing increment here? Because sometimes we have what, two elements also. Okay, in the particular bucket. Okay, so that is the reason. Then we are ending this while loop. So like that, for the single pass, we will do iteration for all the elements in the array. Then once this for loop, I mean this loop ends, then I'll go for the second pass, pass number 1.